For more than 60 years, Conax Technologies has been engineering solutions to their clients' most challenging problems. Now Conax is introducing a new technology that extends the life of quartz sheath thermocouples and ASM epsilon epitaxial reactors 3 times longer than TC's Conax clients are currently using. The epitaxial process takes place at one of the highest temperatures of any in the manufacture of integrated circuits. Business Unit Manager Mike Ferrero at Conax Technologies first recognized the need to extend the life of quartz sheath thermocouples and ASM epsilon tools and assembled a team to develop the right solution.
The ASM reactor is unique in that it uses thermocouples inside the process chamber, and as a result these thermocouples are exposed to the etchants and deposition products inside of the chamber as well as heat cycles. So for each wafer that's processed, each thermocouple goes through 2 temperature ramps ranging between 600 to 1200 degrees C. The etch process is important because after each deposition cycle, not only is the wafer being deposited upon, but also the susceptor, the chamber, and even the thermocouples that are within the chamber. So all of these components need to have that layer removed before the next wafer is put in, or these layers will build up on all of these surfaces. The problem is that of all the components that are inside of the chamber, the thermocouples are most susceptible to damage from the etch process. Our 8-year research into this topic has culminated in the development of a coating that we call EtchDefender. Any thermocouple that we manufacture may be coated with EtchDefender technology, and we found both from laboratory tests and tests in the field that EtchDefender coating technology will allow sheaths to typically last up to 3 times longer than an uncoated equivalent version. With EtchDefender, we've hit upon the right formula.
Conax design engineer Lana Plasek was instrumental in the laboratory development of EtchDefender coating.
EtchDefender was developed in collaboration with a university specializing in glass science and ceramics. Using previous research as a starting point, we specifically designed coating for the semiconductor quality quartz in order to be compatible with the epitaxial process and extend the life of thermocouples in that process. So the coating forms a cohesive and continuous protective layer over the quartz sheath. Compositionally, it is a combination of refractory oxides that have a greater resistance to the hydrochloric acid attack in the etch step, and therefore it has a slower degradation rate and it'll extend the thermocouple life. There were 2 tests run on the coating. The first was a thermal shock test conducted at 550 degrees C for 30 minutes. Coated 2 balls were then quenched in either air or room temperature water. The second test was a thermal cycling test run at 1200 degrees C under vacuum. Samples were allowed to cool at the rate of the furnace, after which all samples were cross-sectioned and inspected visually, optically, and under SEM and EDEX. There was no observed separation between the coating and the quartz material under any of the optical evaluation techniques, and there was no change in coating composition before or after thermal cycling.
Conax Senior Design Engineer Scott Kroon was responsible for coordinating the field testing of coated thermocouples at a major fab.
EtchDefender was tested at a world-leading operator of epitaxial reactors. They closely monitored their product and their process for any sort of contamination, and none was found. No changes to the reactor settings are required. The ultra-thin coating allows the temperature sensor to read the same as it would without any coating. Additionally, due to the nature of the ultra-thin coating, no ring kit changes are necessary because they will fit right into a standard ring kit.
Based on testing done at a major epifab, we have found that thermocouples coated with EtchDefender technology last up to 3 times longer than uncoated thermocouples. This results in less downtime and more production uptime. This means that tools can be in operation producing wafers when they normally would have been down for maintenance cycles. Having thermocouples that can last the entire length of time that the chamber is in use gives several benefits. First of all, you don't require maintenance hours to come in and just change thermocouples. And secondly, there's more consistency in the wafers produced over the entire chamber life because you're not having to calibrate a new set of thermocouples into the reactor. The bottom line is that for owners of ASM Epsilon tools, EtchDefender actually lowers their cost of ownership.
If you think EtchDefender may be right for your process, talk to Conax today.